teams you will see, they'll be throwing this wall. They can throw this wall. They will be throwing a wall like this. Sometimes they'll throw like a wall like this. And sometimes they will throw a wall like this. So all of these, the three walls that I've shown, well, the second and third wall I will show you. It is there's multiple function for it. It will block off for the first one from here to all the way here. It's gonna be blocking off mid, so they have to run through the wall. It'll be blocking off elbow, and also be kind of like a little bit of blocking for B main for right here. Same thing for the A one. It blocks the A main. It allows you to have a crossfire like this to flood in after they take the first one, because a lot of people are running double duelist. And if you're running double duelist, you are going to be breaking this smoke no matter what. So it's very difficult to deal with. So the Viper is using this wall to just have more of like a second line of defense, but also be able to like block off mid and other single areas. It's blocking a lot of stuff and allows you to be very creative and allows you to be very versatile. Hey guys, it's Rossy from Team Envy. I'm with ZOWIE Esports Academy, and I'll show you how to play Viper on Breeze. So when it pertains to Viper on Breeze, there is no composition you will ever run without Viper. Viper is a must pick on this map. You will see nowadays a lot of double controller, Viper Astra, maybe even Omen Viper. No matter what, you will see Viper. Viper is the main pick, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily the main smoker due to how Viper is. Whenever you play Viper on bind, you'll put the short A ball. On Breeze, you'll see a lot of people will be defaulting this A wall. Some people default it, some people will pocket it and use it on the exec, and that's the two ways to play it. But for me, Viper will be the main conditioner. She is the main smoker, as she's a pick, but not really, as you have like an Asher or Omen to be very flexible with the smokes. They'll throw two smokes here. Sometimes they'll smoke off the nest. It's kind of like a 50-50, they share the job. You need both. You need both. When it's together. It's not one person solely doing it due to the play styles, and that's how it is. So for me personally, I will always be coming in here and I will throw this orb for DD or double doors, whatever you like to call it, to block off vision from the defenders so they cannot see what is going on from here and get passive information. Sometimes I will throw the A wall to make sure that to cut off the angle, so the only place they can be playing is close bricks, which is a very committed angle, or here. So you have to put a Yoru or someone else there, or you just have to play passive from sight, and that is giving up way too much space. There is times where I'll be holding my wall, and I will be, throwing it on B, just like this, block off B. Sometimes I will be holding it, like let's say we smoke off DD, go up together, I'll be smoking off like this. So it's just a different play style. A lot of teams will hold, a lot of teams will default it, some people will hold it. It just depends on the matter of how you play. And that's really, honestly, all it for Viper when it comes to the difference between holding the wall or using it as a default. Most people use it as default, some people use it as exec. That's really it. So when it comes to Viper on defense, on this map, a lot of teams you will see, they'll be throwing this wall. They can throw this wall. They will be throwing a wall like this. Sometimes they'll throw like a wall like this. And sometimes they will throw a wall like this. So all of these, the three walls that I've shown, well, the second and third wall I will show you. There's multiple function for it. It will block off for the first one from here to all the way here. It's gonna be blocking off mid, so they have to run through the wall. It'll be blocking off elbow, and also be kind of like a little bit of blocking for B main for right here. Same thing for the A one. It blocks the A main. It allows you to have a crossfire like this to flood in after they take the first one, because a lot of people are running double duelist. And if you're running double duelist, you are going to be breaking this smoke no matter what. So it's very difficult to deal with. So the Viper is using this wall to just have more of like a second line of defense, but also be able to like block off mid and other single areas. It's blocking a lot of stuff and allows you to be very creative and allows you to be very versatile. You can walk down mid, fight mid together. With the B1, you can walk down elbow right here. It has the as like I did before, has the wall to cut off like this. So we'll throw the wall like this, right? Sometimes like this, like some variation of this, right? You can walk down elbow, block this, and you can walk down here. You can walk down mid. It allows you to block a lot of things and have multiple uses for it. So Viper is always constantly triggering it on and off, and you can be doing so many things with it, and that's why it's super powerful in the defense. And when it comes to the first one that I showed, where you would see teams throw this one, this is specifically because the B site is so hard to hold. There's so many, like, people will be dumping the site with you, so you can't really play too many sites. This is all wall bangable, you know, there's like little corners here and there, but it allows your teammates to flood into the site to help your B anchor. Like, you can have your Viper here, you can have your Asher, you can have your Jet here, right? Let's say I'm the B player, I have my smoke here. Okay guys, yo, they're coming B, boom, all these smoke. First line of delay, okay, that's done. Now all guys are coming in, I'm gonna wall up, I'm gonna be able to reposition, have my teammates are now here to fight with me, and it makes that site really awkward to cut as they have to go through the wall here, come through the default, between these corners, and it even allows you to fight through it, right? You can have your teammate flash through, you can fight through it together, and yeah, it's really good for that. The smokes you'll see mainly for Viper have multiple uses, and you can do it whenever and trigger it on and off, and it's very hard to read what you're doing. For whenever you're playing ranked or even in pro play, let's say you, like when I talk about pocketing the wall, whenever it's the freeze time at 1 second, you don't want to be jumping your wall at 40 seconds, right? But a lot of teams, when they're holding the wall, you're going to wait till 0 seconds. Or you're going to even wait a little longer. You're going to have your teammates walk up a little bit. Okay, 135, now they're here, they're ready. Okay, you guys ready? Boom. Make sure that you're using your wall just like how you would use regular smokes. Just do it right away so you're way less predictable in these things. The same thing goes for A, the same thing goes for B. You should only be if you're holding the wall, make sure that you're using the wall when you are execing and not anything before that. Hey guys, I'll be showing you how to maximize your Viper walls. So as you guys see, there happens to be an A main fight here. Something that's very important, even before this fight happens, is that I usually would be here to throw the Viper wall on the exec, but I realized they have the stars here, so I should help my teammates fight, which is good, which we end up doing. Hunter does a good job of smoking this for us as he sees that I'm fighting, and he fills in the gap of throwing the smokes. So as soon as this kill happens, I realize we've killed 3 at A. And so I realized, okay, like these guys are not here, like not in any of these positions. I realized the smokes he thrown, they could have snuck out into these positions, like on the left side right here, onto rail, behind yellow. So instead of doing the regular one, I decided here to maximize all the space that we've gained and cut off the areas that we didn't know, without leaving any gaps, right? I don't give him any things to play with. If he comes through this wall, he's in the open, he's exposed to many angles. If he comes here, Kez is watching it. You know, all these spots are covered. Here, Poppin's watching this as well. So no matter what, he will get traded. Another player so far up on the side though, well, they've got a wrap from Kesnet. And this allows Kesnet, he peeks perfect with the wall and gets his kill. And we keep all the space and we win the round very easily. And that's just, it was very important to do that, just so we keep all the space and secure the round. So guys, just to give you a better visualization of what happened here. Obviously, we saw the A main fight go down. We killed the guy in this corner. 2 guys here. And like once again, like I said, Hunter throws really good smokes right here, but I recognize this and I see that, okay, like we weren't in this position to see if anyone could walk through these smokes. So these are all gaps now. Even here's a gap. So all this little area right here are gaps. This, like literally this line is a gap right here. So I recognize this in the real time. As soon as this happens, I realize, okay, I'm going to use a Viper wall that, okay, which Viper wall can I do to fully cut everything, but maintain as much space as possible without giving them anything to play? And I decided to do this one, as you see, because Governor was literally at the rail. It blocked him off of here. And also, something that's very important, but maybe you think is minor. If I did the wall maybe like this, yeah, it would kind of accomplish the same thing, but he would have little gaps to play with. He can walk through here and try to get a kill through there without being traded. We wouldn't be ready for that. You know, things like that is very important. So make sure that your walls, they don't have, even though you're losing a little bit of space, make sure they can make a play without getting traded. Now guys, I'll show you a perfect example of like how we win the round without even shooting my gun. So as you guys see, we do a dart smoke combo.
Stinger though isn't that bad if you can
We
actually
do a dart smoke combo to block off mid fully. Demon 1 can't see anything mid, so now his teammates like now feels like a lot of pressure, so he has to go into elbow, which is what we want.
The pit down.
That's very true. Big ult to account for Penny.
As you see, we get the kill.
Yeah, Kesnet lightning fast on that one.
Now with this like being said, we saw that the people use the Viper wall at A, so we know probably Viper's at A. We know there's probably not solo A. This guy's at DD, thank God, and one guy's joining us. So as soon as we hear that, we know instantly it's one guy B. And I will see, I'll be using the wall right on top. As soon as my teammate Kez is already dashing out, I put the wall up.
Wall goes up now, though, and a dash. Oh,
we smoke.
Signal everything. Vic.
Go to util by 100 to block all these things.
Overstep. Yeah, wasn't expecting the Kesnit.
And we perfectly take the site like this, we clear everything like that. Now in the 4 versus 3, Papa gets a kill through the smoke.
State of affairs in a game like this so far.
I use the Viper ult. This will cover block B main. It gives me gaps to use it here, and that's literally the round. That's literally the round over. Just because we denied the information at A, we kept 2 people there. We got the trade at mid, and we hear the drone, and just off that utility allows us to win the round so easily and perfectly, just off the utility and just not game knowledge that we have here. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into ZOWIE Esports Academy. I hope you guys learned some nice tips. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you guys like to learn in the future, and hopefully we'll make a video about it. And remember, always strive for perfection.